I say here we are, out here in nature. Roll with you. This is about the problem and the solution that we have going on here on the planet. We're dealing with some very special times right now on the earth where there's a group of people who call themselves wanting to control everything. And when I mean control everything, as in strategically making everybody sick. As in they came up with this problem, then they come through like they the solution. But it's all a parasitic thing that is going on with these folks that so-called run these governments. You see, these governments are ran by what most folks would call a Wetiko parasite. Also paired with a Toxoplasma parasite and a Archon brain parasite. So what happens is that which is organic is undermined for that which is artificial. You see, these artificial things here on the planet, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable because it is inorganic, and we are organic beings. So now these people have messed around and put disease inside our food. Disease in our food, disease in our water, and disease in the sky. So 95% of the people on the planet are very, very sick and don't even understand it. You see, what's going on here is this is the time to do a detox. You see, once you do a detox, then now it's actually time for you to change your genes. You see, because you have to become something else than what we currently are on the planet today. Meaning you have to embody a whole brain state. Whole brain state using your left and right sides of your brain. See, certain genes that's being expressed is what's got people sick. Because that's what these parasites do. They infect your body, right? And then Wetiko affects your mind. See, what infects the brain is totally different from what affects the mind. You see? So this is why somebody that don't have no clue who they are, what they are, or why they on the planet today, they quick to believe what these societies and what these governments say. Calling you an American, a African, a European. You see? They calling you everything but what you are. which is an entity of the earth. From the dirt you come, and back to the dirt you will go. But then, why are they teaching you that you from this little bitty piece of dirt over here called America, when in all actuality, you from all over the earth? You see? You have to think about these Neanderthals that done named these different parts of the land and got y'all folks going against each other, celebrating all these holidays. This is nothing about our growth. All of it is about one thing and one thing only: to keep folks in a weak state so that they can continue to feed on your confused corpse. See, because you walking around, true, but you're really dead in the head. And what do I mean by being dead in the head? Well, they told you you're only using 5 to 10% of your brain, right? I mean, some folks is out here using 2 or 3%. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's almost like, well, since we see all of these problems, what's the solution to these people poisoning us? It's about connecting to the planet. The planet is the mother. You are the son. See? A person is a percentage of the sun. You see, there shouldn't be a masculine and a feminine war that's going on. It seems like the females on the planet and the males on the planet seem to like be want to go against each other. I mean, that's worse than slavery. How could you go against your women? That's not making sense. Because you come from a woman. No matter whether you a man or a female. And guess what? In your last lives and stuff, you wasn't always a male or you wasn't always a female. You see, yeah, you didn't have past lives. You can go into those past lives. What? It's called biomemory. Yeah, every form of light around your body, they call it an aura. Well, those forms of light have a wave, and those waves have memory to tell you who you are, what you are, and why you on the planet today. This ain't your first trip. You see? You are connected to everything that is natural. Because what? You are natural and organic. So nothing is separate from you. But you have a parasitic society that has labeled everything. And once you label something, you now consider it not a part of you. When in all actuality, you are everything. And everything is you. So how do we stop what's going on the planet? Well, guess what? The biophotons that go into the plants, these are biological particles of sunlight. And when you ingest those biophotons, what happens? Through combustion from ingestion, those particles of light will hit your chromosomes and extend your telomeres. So that way that you can manifest the correct breath, which we know as cutaneous gas exchange. You see? You have to make an exchange with the gases because you are a non-etheric being. There are different gases that you are having communion and focus with, which is basically a higher form of yourself.